What's up, guys? Coming to you from Wake Forest downtown, and we are snowing. So somehow I made it out here, and I'm hoping I can make it back. But I was like, oh, it's snowing. So normally I don't do anything on Sunday because we have church, but since it was canceled today, I was like, I'll go out and do some stuff in the snow. That'll be fun. So I've got some plans for some Yoda videos today, and might be going to play some football later tonight, so that'll be fun. But yeah, so I wanted to talk about the Defenders, because we've got the new old Defenders coming out, and so that'll be fun. In case you don't know, the old Defenders were Namor, Doctor Strange, the Incredible Hulk, and Silver Surfer. Don't know why I struggled with that one, but I already knew it. And they're coming out with new comics for them, so that's really awesome. And so, of course, I picked up the first two, which were Namor and the Incredible Hulk. I think it was called Incredible Hulk. Anyways, and it's called The First Defense. So that was cool. I guess they're being forced to team up. I was surprised, I will say. They each seem to have like a completely different story. They seem to have like no connection to each other. So not really sure what's up with that, but I enjoyed it nonetheless. So pretty sweet there. So the Hulk, it was a really good issue. I really enjoyed it. One of the guys labeled it as the best comic he's ever read. I was like, I don't know if I go that far. If you're been here on my channel before, you know which one's my favorite or best comic I've ever read. But slip. That guy flying past. I think he's might be the same. No, it's a different guy. I had this guy who like flew past me a while back, and he was just flying. I was like, dude, like, how? Woo, sliding there. So it's cold, but it's not so cold that it's frozen, but you are still sliding on the compacted snow. Anyways, so I was reading the issue. Got some Christmas stuff going on here at this store. I was reading the issue, and I enjoyed it. It was really good. I don't think I go that far. It was cool though. They had some Kirby and Stan Lee drawings mixed in with the new issue, so that was pretty neat. And my only problem is they almost didn't really fit. I know, like, they were trying their best to make them fit, but it really didn't work, I think, as well as they wanted it to. But I appreciate the idea, I appreciate the idea. So that was pretty neat. But I enjoyed it overall. It was very gory, and it was weird. Like, I was very shocked to see that one of the characters had died. I don't want to spoil it in case you haven't read it yet. I was very shocked to see that he had already died, especially considering some other books coming out later on. But it made for an interesting story, if nothing else. But I enjoyed it overall. I'm not under the underhang I thought I was. This isn't the underhang you thought it was. So yeah, I enjoyed it overall. I'd say it was a really interesting story. Felt like maybe the Hulk was a little too smart, in my opinion. So I don't know. It was a strange Hulk. I don't mind the smart Hulk, but I'm a big fan of the dumb Hulk. So I just wonder, like, if Hulk is smart, then why would Bruce Banner be afraid of him? Sorry, I've got water everywhere. It's the joy of having snow. I'm gonna try to wipe my screen. We'll see if it does it. So hold on a sec. I got some of it off. anyways, I don't really understand the logic of a smart Hulk. Because again, if Hulk is smart, then why would Bruce Banner be afraid of him? Because he can make rational decisions. He could decide who not to and stuff to kill and to hurt and destroy. You know, so it wouldn't really make as much sense. I don't know if you can see it, but the snow is everywhere and it's falling very hard. Anyways, but I enjoyed it. It was a good story. Very simple. Very. One other critique I had about it is I felt like Bruce Banner had too much power. I was like, if Bruce Banner is able to punch through a wall by summoning a little bit of Hulk strength, like, dude, that's awesome. But I feel like it kind of takes away from the Hulk himself, you know? I mean, that's what the Hulk is for. He gets mad because the wall doesn't break, and then he summons the Hulk, and then he breaks down the door, right? So I don't know. Sorry, I'm gonna be cleaning this thing over and over again just to keep it from dying. So you can see my lovely face. Anyways, so I enjoyed the issue, and then Namor. That was the next one. So Namor was very interesting. I've never really read a Namor story before. So there's that. But it was good. It's very strange. Honestly, I was like, this is like the lesser Aquaman. But I feel like, I don't know, maybe Namor came first. I don't remember. I felt like the Submariner was first, and then we got Aquaman. But in my opinion, as a DC fan, Aquaman is far superior. But I enjoyed it. He was supposed to be a young, brash king who, well, like just like Aquaman, has a dual citizenship, and that he was born in Atlantis and also on Earth, or the surface. So he's got loyalties to both, which kind of makes a great story, I think, for what's it called? For like a more Shakespearean story. So that's pretty sweet. Ooh, getting hit hard by the snow now. So I enjoyed it. The artwork was really good. The story, I felt like there was a story in the Bible that's very similar. But where this guy is called to, I think it's Jacob, it's called to go out and do this work for a prize, which for Jacob is his wife, but his future father-in-law betrays him and marries him to the older sister, who's basically not as pretty, or at least not the girl that he fell in love with. So thought that was interesting. Of course, this has nothing to do with romance per se, although there is a girl in it. I don't know if they'll develop that relationship or not, but you know. Anyways, so that was I thought that was an interesting tie to. So it felt similar to like old stories, and so that was good. I got the variant edition, had like a little cartoon Namor, and I thought that was kind of lame, but it is what it is, I guess. It is what it is. So I'm excited. You know, I like the Defenders, both the old and the new. You know, I like the Daredevil, Iron Fist, Luke Cage, Jessica Jones Defenders as much as I like these guys, although I haven't actually read any stories with these guys, but I love the concept. I feel like you can like a concept without actually ever having the thing itself, right? But you know, yeah, so that's pretty cool. But sorry, somebody was texting me. And I'm also trying to watch my steps so I don't fall. You know, that would make a great YouTube video where I'm slipping and falling in the snow, right? Anyways, I don't know if you can see it from here. I'm gonna try to show it to you. You've got our Wake Forest downtown, and you can see our Christmas tree way up in the distance down there. Right there. So that's pretty sweet. Anyways, gotta put my glove back on. Was not expecting the high maintenance of this video, right? Anyways, what was I expecting? I was walking out in the snow. Anyways, anywho, so that was the fun. Both of them were really fun. I like the idea. You know, I'm really excited for Dr. Strange. I was excited about Namor because it was Chip Zdarsky, and I've loved his work on Marvel 2-in-1. I'd say he's probably my favorite Marvel writer right now, at least the current writers. I mean, who can replace Kirby and Lee? Sorry, I'm doing stuff on my screen again. But, you know, I really like Zdarsky. He's a great writer. Just a lot of fun there. But it wasn't as funny. It's a very serious story. So I was a little disappointed with that, but hey, you know, whatever. Different strokes for different folks. But overall, I'd say I enjoyed the issue. I would probably continue like the series if they each had their individual series, which I don't have the money for it. So part of me is hoping it doesn't happen and it just continues in the one Defenders book. But you know, it'd be really interesting. You know, I'd pick up Namor if for no other reason than Zdarsky's on it. But I'd also like to see what we got in store with Dr. Strange and what's his name? Silver Surfer. So that should be fun. Anyways, so those two were really cool. I'm really excited for the next one. I think they come out next week. And I'm not sure about the Defenders. One of the problems with Marvel is that a lot of their books and their previews don't actually have dates. So you never really know which week it's going to be. Or maybe there's a way and I don't know. So if you know, let me know. Got a nice little sled there. That's pretty cool. This is a hardware shop. Got a sign. You can tell because it just says hardware. It's called, oh, it's what it's called, hardware company, so whatever. I should know my own town, right? Anyways, that's a pretty view. Let me see if I can show you. Just kind of see Wake Forest there in the snow. It's pretty neat. This is the downtown area, very small, but we've got a couple other streets that way. And then the seminary is that way behind me. That's really the core of Wake Forest, and then it's what brings more people to Wake Forest than anything else. Just a tiny little town, but it's very quaint. We love it. Anyways, so but what was I saying? Oh yeah, so I'm looking forward to the Defenders. You know, I'm excited that they're bringing the old Defenders back. So that's pretty neat. And then the other comic book I wanted to review was Gwenpool, or Gwenpool, Spider-Gwen. Sorry, the other takeoff of Gwen Stacy. All right. So that's a really great book. I really love the series. I love the first one. Okay, so let me stop talking nonsense. I love the first issue. It was really great. I really enjoyed it. And this one was just as good. So many plot twists and everything in this issue. You really find out about who's who and what's going on in this new multiverse she's trapped in. All the while, she's got Spider-Gwen in the background, and I don't really care about Spider-Gwen, but you know, I like that they're at least mentioning it because it is happening. So that's pretty neat. But she's meeting like a new Peter Parker, a new Mary Jane, and a new Gwen Stacy, and there's some interesting twists you find out in issue 2. So that's pretty sweet. You know, I really enjoyed reading it. It's gonna make a really great issue 3, I think. And then when we find out how she gets back, you know, I'm curious what they're gonna do with the character after that. So that's exciting. But I mentioned before how much I love the concept of the character, and you know, that's just a great character, I think. Lewis probably not as much a fan as I am, because you know, he's a big Mary Jane and Peter Parker guy, and so am I. I mean, Gwen Stacy's purpose is to die. Well, as bad as that sounds, she needs to die so that Peter can be with Mary, and then Harry. I don't know. You know, I don't know enough about him to really say. I don't really care for him being the Green Goblin. I think his dad is a better person for that. I think that's a good struggle for him, just to be a best friend to Harry. But yeah, so that you know, I think that's his proper role personally, but I don't know the comics as well. Although I have this 70s run of The Web of Spider-Man that I just bought not that long ago, and so I plan on reading through it. I don't know if it has anything to do with all that I've been talking about, but I know it's got the first appearance of Ben Reilly, so that's pretty sweet. Anyways, so I'll keep walking. But I enjoyed it. You know, it's really good. Again, I'm not super into the huge Spider-Verse thing, or Spider-Gwen thing. I love the concept of the Spider-Verse. I'm just not interested in the current storyline that's going on. It just doesn't really appeal to me that much. So, you know, take that for what it is. I'm sure some people are really enjoying it, and I'm thankful for that. It's just not my story. Now, oftentimes I have like more of a reason. Like, sometimes I'll have like, this book looks terrible, but I don't know that it looks terrible. I think it's got a really cool concept. It's just, I don't really care about all the extra spider characters, you know. I'm fine with there just being a few characters in there and that being it, you know. Or if I don't know that I really care for them all at once. Maybe that's a better thing. You know, a few at a time is okay, but to have them all thrown together, not my style. I think there was an issue or a couple episodes of the Ultimate Spider-Man that had that Peter Parker going through the multiverse. Beautiful few episodes. He meets a whole bunch of other Spider-Mans. I know he meets Spider-Man Miles Morales, which is awesome. I think he meets Spider-Man 2099. I think that's the right year for that character. He meets a couple other people. I don't think he meets Spider-Gwen, because I don't think she had been created yet. Or if she had, she was so brand new that nobody really knew anything about her. So I don't know about that. But, yeah. So, just really interesting there. There's a couple other Spider-Mans that he meets. I think they're pretty sweet. But, you know, I just would rather them be more of an all, have them all at once. Or not all at once, more of a one individual, one at a time kind of thing. And yeah, I mean that's just kind of how I am with the Spider-Verse. You know, love them all. So I'm really interested in that giant lizard spider guy. I wonder if it has anything to do with the lizard itself. Maybe there's a lizard that becomes Spider-Man. I don't know. Let me know in the comments if you know the answer to that, because I am very curious. Very curious. I like anamorphized characters in my comic book, so pretty neat there. But yeah, so that's what I've got for those. Not as long a video as I was expecting, but you know, I hope everybody's enjoying the snow if you're in North Carolina, and everybody is having a great December leading up to Christmas. I guess a few people might be celebrating Hanukkah, but you know, that'd be fun too. But yeah, so we're leading up to the Merry Christmas. If you haven't, if you made it this far in the video, thank you for watching. We appreciate it. We are planning on having the comic book giveaway probably right after Christmas, I'd imagine, and whenever Lewis gets free that weekend. And you probably won't be able to get it till the new year, but we already had the first winner, so congratulations. You can go watch that video if you want to see who. But the new book is an Immortal Hulk, or I think it's Immortal Hulk. It's a Hulk book where Hulk fights Santa, and it's really good. It's really fun. It's very dated, but hey, a lot of comics are very dated. You know, it is what it is. But it's really funny. It's really fun. Where I love the ending. The ending is great. So just a great book. So if you don't know how to get find that, how to win that, you can go over to the comic book giveaway for December, where me and Lewis tell you all the rules. Basically, subscribe here on YouTube, subscribe over, or like us on Facebook, and send us a message with the answer to the question that I asked. So in that video, so that should be cool. So let me know what you think, and leave us a like. Go ahead and subscribe. We'd love to welcome you into the family. And you know, leave us a comment if you got any ideas for videos that you want to see. You know, if you want to see me and Lewis talk about it or whatnot. We love doing that. So just let us know, and we'll catch you next time. Peace. Well, I haven't left yet because I haven't got to take my glove off. There we go. See you guys. Peace.